Here's a bombshell that's sending shockwaves through the horse racing world. One of the sport's most vocal advocates and biggest supporters just threw in the towel, and his reasons might make you question everything you thought you knew about thoroughbred racing. Jim McIngvale, the Houston furniture mogul better known for his philanthropic spirit and explosive marketing campaigns, has officially called it quits on his thoroughbred racing and breeding empire. After nearly 3 decades in the game, this isn't just any ordinary retirement announcement. It's a damning indictment of an entire industry. But here's where it gets controversial. McIngvale isn't walking away quietly. He's pointing fingers at what he calls a complete lack of integrity plaguing the sport, and his accusations might just spark the biggest debate racing has seen in years. The final chapter of McIngvale's racing journey centers around his crown jewel, Runhappy, the powerhouse stallion who captured hearts and headlines when he dominated the 2015 Breeders' Cup Sprint. This 13-year-old son of Super Saver, who earned champion male sprinter honors that unforgettable year, represents the last piece of McIngvale's once mighty racing puzzle. The pending sale, being orchestrated through the prestigious Claiborne farm, is expected to close by early October, though financial details remain under wraps. Claiborne is handling everything, and I have nothing but the highest praise for them. They are great people, McIngvale acknowledged, showing respect for the farm that's been stewarding his stallion since 2017. Walker Hancock, Claiborne's president, reciprocated the sentiment. Jim was very supportive of the stallion, and for that we are very appreciative for all he did. But here's the part most people miss, and it's explosive. Despite these positive relationships, McIngvale delivered a scathing assessment of why he's abandoning ship. In a candid September 19th conversation, he didn't mince words about what he sees as systemic corruption destroying the sport he once loved. We refused the drugs and refused the injections so we could not compete. This is why the game is spiraling downward. There is no confidence in it. McIngvale declared with characteristic bluntness. The only thing I have in life is my integrity, and I am not going to impugn my integrity for a horse race. And this is where his argument gets really controversial. It is a fair game if you have a needle, and that is not sour grapes. It is just the facts. I knew what I was doing, fighting an uphill battle. Until we had a free course like Runhappy, we had no chance. He ran on hay, oats, and water. Let's put McIngvale's racing legacy into perspective. And the numbers tell a compelling story. Since 2000, competing under his own banner, his stable accumulated an impressive 207 victories across 1,395 starts, generating nearly $9.75 million in earnings according to Equibase records. These aren't small-time numbers we're talking about. Runhappy's 2015 campaign reads like a fairy tale for anyone who believes in the underdog story. The colt didn't just win, he dominated, capturing the prestigious King's Bishop, Phoenix, and Malibu stakes before delivering that breathtaking Breeders' Cup Sprint performance. With 7 wins in just 10 career starts and $1.5 million in prize money, Runhappy proved that clean racing can still triumph. McIngvale also celebrated success with other notable runners, including 3-time Grade 2 winner During and 2004 Louisiana Derby champion Wimbledon. The breeding side of McIngvale's operation proved equally fruitful, producing 4 black-type stakes winners, Good Profit, Objective, Run-Up, and Under Pressure, alongside 25 additional winners. Run-Up, a homebred daughter of Runhappy, provided a particularly sweet moment when she captured the 2021 sorority stakes at Monmouth Park, proving the genetic legacy was strong. But here's what makes this story even more complex. McIngvale's journey hasn't been without turbulence. His 2006 lawsuit against multiple trainers and bloodstock agents over alleged secret commissions and kickbacks at auction houses revealed an early glimpse into his concerns about industry practices. While that suit settled in 2007, It foreshadowed his later disillusionment. Then came 2015, when former trainer Maria Burrell sued McIngvale over commission disputes related to Runhappy's earnings during her brief stint as trainer of record. These legal battles illustrate the complicated relationships and financial arrangements that can make horse racing as much about courtroom drama as track performance. Yet McIngvale proved himself an innovator, not just a critic. His groundbreaking 1999 transformation of the Jim Beam Stakes at Turfway Park into the GalleryFurniture.com Stakes revolutionized race sponsorship thinking. That race continues today as the Jeff Ruby Stakes, proving his marketing instincts had lasting impact. More recently, McIngvale demonstrated extraordinary industry support through nationwide race sponsorship programs designed to boost Runhappy's stallion career, plus significant financial backing for the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance and Permanently Disabled Jockeys Fund. These weren't token gestures. They represented meaningful, sustained commitment to racing's future and its most vulnerable participants. The racing world took notice of McIngvale's contributions. In 2022, the National Turf Riders and Broadcasters honored him with their prestigious Mr. Fitz Award for embodying racing spirit. The following year, Jockeys and Jeans named him Person of the Year, specifically recognizing his PDJF support and advocacy for drug-free racing to enhance safety for both horses and jockeys. Perhaps most prophetically, McIngvale's 2021 University of Louisville presentation included his now famous warning that horse racing needed to innovate or evaporate. His vision was crystal clear. Horse racing needs to be the most transparent sport in the world. And it will be the greatest sport in the world. We've got to get bigger fields and run on the grass like they do in England and Australia with those great big grass gallops. They can get 20 or 30 horse fields, and all of a sudden, you get some big payoffs, and you get a great bang for your buck. Now here's the kicker that puts everything in perspective. By 2015, McIngvale had absorbed $30 million in losses from his racing investments. At his peak, he owned 150 racehorses and breeding stock, a massive operation by any standard. Today, every single one of those horses has been sold. You get in the game, and you're all enamored. Then they take advantage of you at the sales. They run the prices up, McIngvale explained. Well, I got over that and learned how to protect myself at the sales. But the longer you are in it, then you realize all the injections of the joints and ankles and the LASIKs, and we refuse to do all that. This raises some uncomfortable questions that the racing industry needs to confront. If a successful businessman like McIngvale, who clearly loved the sport enough to invest $30 million and decades of his life, walks away citing integrity concerns, what does that say about racing's current state? Are we witnessing the departure of exactly the kind of principled owner the sport desperately needs? McIngvale's recent high-profile million-dollar wagers on sporting events, including Kentucky Derby bets often tied to his gallery furniture promotions, show he's still willing to take major financial risks, just not in horse racing anymore. So here's the million-dollar question. Is McIngvale a visionary who saw the writing on the wall, or is he someone who couldn't adapt to modern racing's realities? Are his drug-free principles admirable but impractical, or should they be the gold standard everyone follows? What do you think? Is Jim McIngvale's exit a wake-up call that racing desperately needs, or is this simply one man's inability to compete in today's environment? Should the industry be celebrating his principled stand, or questioning whether his approach was too idealistic for a competitive sport? The comments section is calling, and this conversation might just determine racing's future direction.